Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am scrapbooking my logo, and I don't know if this is going to be the first page in my business album, but it will be a page. I have some pretty papers from Paper House. I don't know what they're called, but they're beautiful papers. I think I'm going to use this cream side, and I'm not exactly sure which side for this yet. And then I have a couple of sticker packs. So I have these Puffy stickers that I have used some of them already, and I also have the Jamison Reed Designs This Is Us dimensional stickers. I figure she looks enough like me that I can use this, and I just really think it's pretty. So let's see what I can do. Now you guys, this layout came together super quick, so you're actually going to see it in real time because when I sped it up, the video was super ridiculously short. Way shorter than I like videos to be. So this is what I'm doing. I went ahead and took that beautiful watercolor paper on one side and with the ombre stripe on the other. I'm just taking a distress tool and I am distressing the edges. Now, when I was doing this layout, my original plan was to have the ombre side showing. This was what I was thinking was going to go. This is what this is what I've got in my head. I've got this kind of vision in my head now, and it's the ombre side. However, when I flip it over, I really liked the look of it without the ombre side. I really liked this side, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty. I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do here? Now, I did take my photo and I matted it on black cardstock, and now I'm like, okay, Sandy, like this is pretty. We need to make this happen. So I decide that I like having the watercolor paper just there. I think it is absolutely gorgeous, and I just love it. Like, I think it's beautiful. And I feel like I don't have to really stick with any one style for my business album. I can just kind of do what I want. So, which, I kind of do what I want anyway, but, just extra doing what I want here. So I trimmed down the piece a little bit, and then I went ahead and distressed that top edge. And I flipped it over and distressed it in the same way that I had distressed it originally, because I didn't want each of the edges to be different. I wanted them all to kind of be the same. And then I trimmed down a little bit of the ombre paper because I wanted to be able to have that as well. Now, I did grab another sheet of this greenery paper, and I was thinking, maybe I should place that down. And then I looked at it this way, and I'm like, okay, do I like it better this way? Do I like it better with the subtle green behind it, or do I like it with the bam greenery in your face kind of behind it? And I'm taking a good, sweet, long time figuring this out. Now, I did decide to add some touches of black to this layout, and you guys have seen this before from me where I have outlined everything in black, and I just love the way it looks. I really think that if you have either one color or a similar color palette and you do pops of either black or white or even khaki, or maybe even you pull one of the darker colors out of your pattern papers, I really just think that it gives your layout just this great pop, and I like that. So I decide I am definitely going to go with that. I'm going to trim down this background paper, and ultimately I chose this background paper instead of that original background paper that I had chosen, because this watercolor and this ombre paper is very white, and the background paper was a lovely cream color. Now, most of the time, I don't mind mixing white and cream. That is not a thing that super bothers me. But in this case, I really didn't like the look of it. It didn't feel right. And a lot of my scrapbooking is how it makes me feel. You know, if I'm going to be spending the time and the money and the effort into doing this, it better make me feel good, right? So I want to be happy with my layouts. I want to be happy with what I create. And that's all there is to it. So I am going to go ahead and adhere this down. And I realize very quickly that, well, maybe not so quickly because it looks like I'm taking my good sweet time, but I do realize that now that I have trimmed down that background paper, my ombre striped paper really doesn't give me any space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off to the side to my trimmer, and I'm going to flip back the black background paper. I'm going to trim down the ombre paper, and then I will trim down the black backer paper. Now, when I originally do this, it's a little bit crooked. So I just go ahead and take my scissors and trim that down so that it is straight. And doing all of this probably has taken more time than it would have if I just would have separated the two papers, trimmed down the one, glued them back together, and then trimmed it down again. But you know, you think you're saving time and you think you're so smart, but I wasn't. I'm trimming with my scissors yet again. But now that is trimmed down, and I go ahead and adhere that to the background, and then I'm going to pop down some adhesive on here. Now this one I am not backing with a black piece of cardstock because I really do like the edge. I like that edge being shown. Now, I thought about for a whole 2 seconds of going over and pulling out my sewing machine and stitching around this edge. I think that that would have added an extra oomph to the layout, but I decided to go the cheater's way and just go ahead and outline this piece of paper with my black Muji pen. So that is down. And I'm like, yes, I am liking this. So now I need to take my Scrapping Reflections logo and place that on the layout. Now, this was a moment where I thought about popping this bad boy up on Fun Foam, just to give it a little bit of oomph. But what I decided to do was to leave that there and then go ahead and put on the girl, which, you know, kind of looks like me. She has long brown hair and glasses, so, you know, that's me. And then I'm going to put this hustle down over top of the logo photo as well. So now I'm just going to add a few extra little bits, and then the layout is going to be done, you guys. Like I said, this came together pretty quickly. There's a little tiny bit of journaling. I'm pulling out the layout right now. There's a little tiny bit of journaling. It's not the entire Scrapping Reflections story. That will probably, that'll come later. This is just like a little intro. Now I'm playing with these Puffy stickers from Paper House, and I really like the little feathers. They're really cute, not that you can see them because my big old noggin is in the way. And I was thinking about some way I could get them to be added on to the layout, but everything I was coming up with I just didn't like. I mean, they just look awkward sticking out there. And, you know, the more I tried, the more goofy it looked. So those had to come off. The feathers did not make it onto this layout. Some other shapes and things from this Puffy sticker sheet did, though. We have this arrow, we have the word enjoy. I'm going to put some more stickers down there. In the meantime, I am making my title, Enjoy the Hustle. Now, I know it does say hashtag hustle, but honestly, you guys, I'm kind of ignoring the hashtag. And if the hashtag wasn't printed on the base layer of this 3D Hustle sticker, I would have cut it off. I don't really use a ton of hashtags, so yeah, but on this one, we're leaving it. I did add some little tiny black tile stickers that say the, so the title is now Enjoy the Hustle. And now I'm grabbing those This Is Us stickers again to see what else I can pull out. And I pulled out this little 3D ones that says hustle until your haters ask if you were hiring. And I just think that that is fantastic. Like fantastic. It tickles me in a way that it probably shouldn't. There are these 2 little gold stars that were on this sticker sheet, so I went ahead and pulled those off and just put them around the title. And that's just to give a little bit more oomph to the title so that you know, like, this is what you're looking at. I do add on this, these little, what are these? Words are failing, guys. Words are failing. Florals. These little florals over here on the bottom of the page. And that's just to give me a little place to embellish and journal. So I pop on the amazing Puffy sticker, and then I'm going to pop on some stars as well. I figured that was perfectly okay because I've already introduced the stars over by the title. And then, you know, this girl does kind of look like me. She's carrying a bag. She's got a big old necklace on. Those boots are a little high, though. Those heels are like a little whoa. So, I don't know. Can't wear boots with like 6-inch heels. I would topple over. Be ridiculously tall, but I would topple over. So my journaling just says it was definitely a journey in opening my shop, from a spark of an idea to over 2 years later, but it's up and running and I absolutely love it. And it did. It was a spark of an idea in January 2019, and it finally came to fruition this summer of 2020. So, well, maybe not over 2 years. It was 2 years when I figured out the math. I don't know. Anyway, it's 2 years. And maybe I got my dates wrong. I'll have to look back. And anyway, that is going to do it. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in any of the products, you can grab them at paperhouseproductions.com. Of course, I'll have a link below. And then always remember, you can use PH20 Sandy for 20% off your order at Paperhouse. You can also use it at the thisisus.org site, where you can buy the This Is Us stickers. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys again real soon for another video.